Right, I'm going to continue the lesson from Wednesday on geometric patterns um, with an example that we're going to look at today because you're going to have a problem similar to this that you're going to work on. Um, so what you had previously done is filled in the missing numbers in the table. This time, in this particular problem, you need to figure out the rule for the table. So I have a table. In this situation, you have the number of blocks in the top row, you have the number of stories in the bottom row. So I have a picture here of the first few number pairs here. So if the number of blocks in this pattern is 12, I have 6 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My second number pair, I have 10 blocks and 5 stories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next number pair, I have 8 blocks and 4 stories. Now I can continue drawing or making the next 2 number pairs, but the question on this one is, what is the rule that's used for this table? Notice that the numbers don't go um, all the way down. They're kind of out of order too. So I want to think here, what is my relationship between the number of blocks and the number of stories? How do I go? I ask myself, how do I get from 12 to 6? Because I'm going top to bottom. I'm either going to go top to bottom or I'm going to go left to right. So thinking about this number pattern, if I go from 12 to 6, well, one of the things I can do is I can subtract 6. But then I want to make sure that that fits all the way across. So if my thinking is the rule is to subtract 6, then I should be able to do that for every single number pattern that I have. So here I have 10. And if I try to subtract 6, I get 4, not 5. So that doesn't work. 8 minus 6 is not 4. Something here isn't working, so that doesn't work. And I also know that I'm going from bigger to smaller. So my only other option when I go from a larger number to a smaller number is to divide. So here, 12 and 6, what can I divide 12 by to get 6? Well, I know that 12 divided by 2 is 6. Does that mean divide by 2 will work all the way across this table? Let's try it. 10 divided by 2, 5. 8 divided by 4, oh, 4. 6 divided by 3, 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 divided by 1 is 2. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. So my rule here is divide by 2. Remember, I'm showing this because you have a problem today that's similar in which you are going to need to find the rule for the pattern that they're going to give you in a table. Okay, so your assignment, and this is on a separate page as well in your assignments. Your assignment today, let me extend this so you can see, is going to be page 221, and you're going to complete numbers 15 through 22. You're going to skip number, let me take a look here. I think it's number 16. 16 is a drawing problem. Now you can certainly draw it out and see if you can figure out the shape pattern, but I'm not requiring you to do that one. So you're going to do 221, number 14 to 22, and you're going to skip number 16. So just like you did yesterday, you're going to, or Wednesday, you're going to type your answers only. You don't need to make any tables. You don't need to do anything fancy. Now, when you get down to numbers 20, 21, and 22, be careful because 20 says it's an estimation problem, and 21 and 22 are other types of problems. 22 has to do with money as well. It's going to ask you for the change, and it's also going to ask you for 2 different ways to show that amount of change. If you need to use coins, make sure you get some coins to do that. Okay, So those are different. So it's a review on some money problems on that one. Remember, it's two different ways to show the amount of change that you're figuring out for that problem. Okay. So page 221, number 14 to 22, and skip number 16.